Can Dale Earnhardt Jr. win again in the Nationwide Series? It would be his 6th in this series here at Daytona. Boy, what a boost that would be for his 2010.
Oh, certainly would. But it's pretty interesting. The guys we've talked about the last couple of days that have won the last 8 are up there right now.
There they are.
Top
1,
3.
2, and 3. Total of 26 cars on the lead lap. 12 cars are out of this race. Most of those in that 10-car pileup. Pace car getting ready to make the dive toward pit road. Dale Jr. has chosen the low inside line. Brings him to the stripe. Green flag is out. We're racing again here at Daytona with 32 laps to go. On board with Harvick in the low line, starting to make a push. Just got word Brian Keselowski is going to get a pass-through penalty. He is 13th right now. He had a good run going. He passed before the start-finish line.
Yeah, the problem is he got hung behind the 1 car, James Busher, who's having a problem on restarts. Didn't get going very good at all, and Brian just went around him, and they got penalized for it.
Whoa, this is going to get interesting.
Well, could see smoke jump up there in the outside line trying to get a push from his car owner there, Kevin Harvick. He has his sights set on that 88 of Dale Jr.
That's as close as you want to see Vickers. Can't get any closer than that. Junior right now is saying, okay, I've got mirrors full of everybody.
Well, this is where, as a leader, that you have to make the decision. You have to really be looking at which one of these lines might be moving quicker, and you want to get that push from that one.
Carl sort of moving backwards, and there's the bump coming from behind by
Watch this. Here
Kyle.
goes Stewart for the lead.
Tony's got the low line and no help for Junior. So here we go with another lead change. And right behind him is his teammate, Kevin Harvick. Junior tucks into 3rd. Vickers is going to say, come on, Kyle, punch me again from behind and let's go. It will be our 15th different lead change between 11 leaders. This has been a great start to the 2010 campaign in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. We hope you've been with us. We've got 30 laps to go.
See some contact through the corner.
We're at the bottom of the hour. If you're just tuning in, we will tell you that Danica Patrick was involved in the big one. Not her fault. She had nowhere to go, along with about 9 other cars. But this is the battle that we have going. As you can see, here comes smoke down low.
Starting to see a lot more bump drafting now. These guys get a little bit racy. We're getting down inside of 30 laps to go.
Here comes that outside lane now. Harvick's leading that outside group.
Coming to the stripe, Tony Stewart's going to lead another lap. That is now his 12th lap led. Harvick has led the most today at 39.
You see him 3 wide just behind here. You see Brendan Gaughan there in the middle.
Not sure it's where Brendan wants to be by any stretch, but doesn't have much choice. Now he's trying to tuck in behind Kyle.
Now we can see the momentum coming from that outside lane.
Once again, just on the inside of Brendan Gaughan.
Look out!
Trouble.
Oh, and upside down is Earnhardt. This is going to be a mess.
Big spin behind us, wave.
The 33 of Harvick. Joey Logano involved. More cars still spinning in this multiple car crash. Just that quick. Window net is down. Oh, man, that car is just destroyed.
Well, it happens fast. Hard to tell exactly what happened right there.
Brendan Gaughan involved in it. And we are going to get a red flag situation here.
See Kyle Busch coming down pit road with damage.
Yeah, he hit Junior after he'd gotten upside down.
Another car that's coming in is the 09 of Scott Riggs. Look at the damage here. There is what's damage on the 33 of Kevin Harvick. So 2 of the 3 that have dominated this race the last few years are in some serious trouble. Dale is definitely out. I don't know how bad it is for Harvick right now. There's Brendan climbing out of his car.
Mike Wallace coming down pit road destroyed.
We'll have to see
Still
exactly
moving.
what happened in this, but as we said, as things start picking up and these guys start getting a little more aggressive with their driving and trying to take advantage of the draft, and these are the kind of things that happen, and they usually happen on the straightaway.
Every time it seems like these big wrecks happen on the straightaway.
That's a great sign there to see him out of the car. That's a wild ride.
Yeah, he's just looking at it and saying,
Trying to figure
man,
out what happened.
that was a beautiful race car just a few moments ago.
Junk now.
All right, let's go back, see how this all started. There's Dale right at the right side of your screen.
Oh, there's contact behind him between Carl Edwards.
And Carl Edwards got up into
Keselowski. And boy, it just flipped Dale over. And then there's nowhere for these guys to go. That's Kyle Busch. That's the damage he sustained. There's Brendan Gaughan.
You got to wonder why Carl Edwards would make a move like that on the straightaway. He kind of made an abrupt move up to the outside lane there. I don't know if he thought he was clear.
Well, sometimes you're moving over just to get against that car to try to slow that car down, that momentum, to where you can get your line moving a little bit quicker. And maybe he just misjudged that. It has happened before, but that's what these guys are trying to do, is just side draft and slow that car beside them down to where their line will move quicker.
Greg Biffle also involved. Let's go on board. This is the view from Junior.
That's where he just got turned. When you get hit in the right rear, there's nothing you can do. And, of course, the air automatically gets underneath that car right then. Let's see here. See Carl moving over. Yeah, I think his intentions were just to get over there, but he could see that outside line moving a little bit just to slow them down. And I don't know if Brad came down just a little. Nothing that Brad was doing wrong, but it only takes just a split second of both of these drivers moving in the same direction, and that creates the contact.
So the work continues. Let's go on board and just listen.
Right corner, spin behind you, damn it. Turned it. All right, we ain't hit nothing yet. Gather up.
It's from high above.
Yeah, Carl may have actually been trying to get in the outside lane there.
It looked like he thought he
just
might have a hole
misjudged.
and was trying to get in that hole before it closed up, but he misjudged the front of his car.
You know, we've seen that a number of times down here this week in both the Cup Series and now in this series, to where guys are misjudging just a little bit. And it only takes a little bit.
Here it is in real time.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I think it's just a product of this restrictor plate racing. The cars are all bunched up. And just misjudging by a few inches can create a situation just like this.
If you were with us for Countdown, there was a really strong interview by Marty Smith with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and about the disappointment of last year and the high hopes for this year. And that's what's left of today's car. What does this do to his confidence?
Well, his confidence still got to be high. He had a car good enough to win and probably thought he was going to win. But that's just one of those racing breaks.
Our second 10-car crash, and you can see the list of those that are involved. There's the damage on Kyle's car. And looks like they've got the sledgehammer out trying to get it away from the wheel well. We are under a red flag situation here at Daytona. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The NASCAR Nationwide Series from Daytona under the red flag, our aerial coverage brought to you by DirecTV. DirecTV, it'll change your life. Call 1-800-DirecTV. Under the red flag, after a huge 10-car accident, field stopped with 28 laps to go. Take a minute and look ahead in the schedule for the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Next week, it's all the way across the country. 2,500 miles to Southern California and the Auto Club Speedway. Then it's another West Coast venue, or a Western venue. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a couple of weeks off, then Thunder Valley and Bristol Motor Speedway.
Oh, that's my place.
You want a
right there.
couple
I
of
like
them, didn't
that.
you, Rusty? You like that place,
Oh,
don't you?
man, good place to hang out.
Want to join us at any of those upcoming races? Check out NASCAR.com/tickets, and of course all those races on the ESPN family of networks. This red flag happened for a race for second place gone bad. And another look at it with Rusty, Brad, and Ray, and how Carl Edwards clipped Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Carl moves up, hits the left rear of Brad. Brad hits the right rear of the 88 Dale Jr., turns him upside down. And then it's all crazy behind it. Brendan Gaughan comes plowing into where to go. Stephen Wallace goes by, no damage. There's Biffle. He tears his car up. Mike Wallace.
We took a lot of good cars out of the field right now, so it's going to be interesting when we come back.
And we agree with DJ's observation that it just looked like from that other angle, Carl was trying to get in line behind Keselowski in the draft.
Yeah, you can see right there, Carl's moving up, thought there was an opening and just hooked him. It turned Keselowski down into the 88. That left side weight of those Nationwide cars just picked that thing up, turned over, and then there is just nowhere to go. You can see a lot of things flying. There's a lot of hurt cars out there. Right now, we don't even know who has damage. They banged around so much.
We saw Dale Earnhardt Jr. climb from that battered race car and walk away okay. For more on driver safety, we go to our Craftsman Tech Garage and Tim Brewer. Tim?
Thanks, AB. You know, we were over at Hendrick Motorsports last week, picked up a pretty good piece here for the Craftsman Tech Garage. Randy LaJoy, he makes a great aluminum seat, but it's driver preference. But when you go over to Rick Hendrick, he's got this new carbon seat. The seat itself is a lot stronger. There again, the insert, it's molded to each individual driver, the contour of his body. But like he said, as long as you stay within the confines of this cocoon right in this area, with the Hans device, with the helmet, seat belts, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Another option that they have, this foam in the side of the car, it's optional in the NASCAR series as far as the Nationwide cars. Put it in either side, but it is mandatory in the Cup series. So when the car went up, when it came down on the pavement, this energy absorbing foam, it withstood some of the shock. But Earnhardt, as long as he stays inside that car, he's going to be in good shape. Doc?
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. walking out of the care center, I saw you smile, so I know you're okay. What all happened out there?
I don't know. I got turned in the right rear quarter panel. I guess a couple guys just got together and it hooked somebody into me. And when my car rolled to the really disappointed for the Hellman's folks. We were having a good run, and I felt pretty good about our chances of winning the race or running up front. It was a lot of fun drafting with Tony and Harvick, and me and Harvick, he got loose down there, but we had a lot of fun today. But that was expensive right there, so I don't know. We'll have to go back and balance our books after this one. It's been a rough day for JR Motorsports.
Now, with you back here, can anybody out there handle Tony?
Oh, well, I mean, I think I don't know who was in the wreck, so I'll just have to go back to the bus. I mean, Tony's car is great. He's got awesome motor under the hood, and he's one hell of a driver, so it's going to be tough to beat him. But I felt like we were up there, having a lot of fun. It was a good race. I just don't want to tear my car up like that, but that's the risk you take when you get out there.
Okay, glad the junior's okay. The bottom line is they lost the race car, but he's going to be fine.
Good to see that Dale Jr. is okay. Watching the different angles of this replay gives you a couple different things to think about, Rusty. You were watching that angle.
Yeah, it actually looked like the 22 car, Brad Keselowski, was coming off the wall at the same time that Carl Edwards was going up, and they just collided. I mean, I can't say that's all Carl's fault. One more time, let's take a look at this.
A little bit of that side drafting going on, like DJ was saying before. Everybody trying to get close to the fender of that other car.
Yeah. And you could be right there. That's really interesting. I think it's just the turbulence in the air, both of those guys sucking up to one another, and just created a bad situation.
Keselowski coming down to try and side draft off of Junior while Carl Edwards was trying to get in line behind him, and it didn't work out, particularly for Dale Jr. and Brendan Gaughan. Doc?
Well, Brendan climbed out, and now he and Joe Nemechek talking over what they saw. Let me ask you first, Brendan, what did you see out there?
I mean, I was sitting in the top 10. Our Toyota was running great. I mean, everything was looking good for us, right where you want to be, and that's the nature of Daytona. Even when you're up front, dangerous things happen. I saw Junior get turned in the middle. Like, I just saw him come in the middle of the two lines, and when I saw him turn sideways, I started to see the undercarriage, and knowing where I was sitting, I went, oh, I'm screwed. Toyota's coming back in a heap. So I feel bad. I mean, this is our first race with the Camry, and it was everything I expected and more.
Joe, how about you?
I was back behind that. I saw Junior flipping up in the air, and I thought I saw another car up in there, but I mean, there was nowhere for me to go. We're nursing a car, missing a half a right front fender, so I got to stay behind somebody to keep up. And next thing you know, whatever hit me caught the front of the hood, and it's the first time I ever had a carburetor knocked off my car. I just want to say thank you to all the guys at DAB Constructors out there for their support in the Nationwide car and on the Cup car, and we're going to have a good day tomorrow.
And that's the best news. These guys can walk away and race tomorrow.
Thank you, Doc. The red flag withdrawn. The yellow flag is back out. We'll see which of the leaders will pit in just a minute. Work allowed to begin on some of the damaged cars like Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick's, guys who had contended for the win in this race for so long.
It looks to me like Kevin Harvick can get this car fixed. He's got some left front damage. Looks like they got it about fixed now. Some air damage up there, Ray. And looks like they're going to try to dress out also.
Yeah, they've got a lot of work to do in it. But you know what? It goes back to that wreck is still just a kind of a physics lesson, isn't it? Just can't put two things can't occupy the same space at the same time.
Oh, I can tell you one thing. When I first started racing, Dick Trickle told me one time when him and I got together, hey, it's your fault, it's my fault. I learned one thing. He put it in percentages. Brad Keselowski is probably going to take 30% of the blame, and Carl Whitner's probably going to take 70% on that one.
Well,
yeah. I think it's interesting, though. I think what we're going to see, though, guys, the race from here on out is going to be real interesting because I do believe that the guys who get to move up position-wise are the guys who've taken good care of their cars all day and stayed out of these frays. So now we're going to see some different cast of characters outside of Tony Stewart and Brad Keselowski with a chance to race for a good position. Dave, what do you got for us?
Crew Chief Butch Hilton told me they definitely want the tires because there's so much debris out there, and I definitely want fuel. That new rule at the end of the race, green, white checker, makes me nervous. Top this baby off and get Tony out of here. Jamie?
And Brian Vickers in the middle of your screen. Car is good. No extended damage from that last wreck. They're going to fill it up with Sunoco fuel. 4 tires down below. Carl Edwards, who was at the beginning of that wreck, he didn't know what happened. Asked for them to retrace his steps. A lot of right front damage. You see them assessing it there. They're putting on 4 tires, putting in fuel, assessing what needs to happen. I expect Carl Edwards to come back in, guys.
So we're at Daytona. We're down to the final 27 laps, and who knows what's going to happen. Will we be seeing another frantic Daytona finish? Will we have more than one attempt at a green-white checker for the first time in the Nationwide Series? We're coming back in just a minute to Daytona Beach.